Revolutionizing written communication. The invention of paper in ancient China during the Han Dynasty around 105 AD revolutionized written communication. Before paper, materials like clay tablets, animal skins, and papyrus were used, which were expensive and difficult to transport. Paper was more affordable, lightweight, and accessible, enabling a broader population to produce and exchange written documents. Enhancing the spread of knowledge. With the availability of paper, the production of books and manuscripts became more efficient. This facilitated the spread of knowledge and ideas, particularly during periods like the Islamic Golden Age and the European Renaissance. The ability to mass-produce texts allowed information to reach a wider audience, contributing to educational and intellectual growth. Facilitating record-keeping and administration. Paper allowed for more efficient record-keeping, which was essential for administration, commerce, and governance. Governments and institutions could maintain detailed archives and documents, from tax records to legal contracts, in a way that was not possible with earlier materials. This improved organization and communication in both local and global contexts. Accelerating the development of printing technology. The invention of paper laid the groundwork for printing technology. Paper's affordability and ease of use made it the ideal medium for the development of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg in the 15th century. This led to the mass production of books and newspapers, making written material more widely available and more affordable for the general public. Expanding cultural exchange and trade. The use of paper for writing made it easier to exchange letters, religious texts, and scholarly works across vast distances. Trade routes, such as the Silk Road, were not only conduits for goods but also for the exchange of ideas, many of which were transmitted in written form on paper. This promoted cultural and intellectual exchanges between civilizations. Promoting literacy and education. As paper became more common, the cost of producing books and educational materials decreased. This enabled a rise in literacy rates, as books and written materials were more affordable and accessible to a wider segment of the population. This shift significantly contributed to the growth of schools, universities, and educational institutions globally. Supporting scientific and philosophical development. The invention of paper facilitated the preservation and dissemination of scientific research and philosophical writings. Texts by major thinkers, from Aristotle to Copernicus, could now be reproduced, studied, and shared widely. This allowed for the accumulation of knowledge over time, leading to scientific advancements and philosophical developments that shaped modern thought. Improving personal communication. With the invention of paper, letter writing became a more common and efficient method of personal communication. The ability to send written correspondence over long distances allowed for the exchange of ideas, personal news, and business matters. This increased the efficiency of both personal relationships and international diplomacy. Influencing political and social movements. Paper played a key role in political and social movements by making it easier to produce pamphlets, newspapers, and other materials for mass distribution. Documents like the Magna Carta and the Declaration of Independence, which were crucial in shaping political systems, were written on paper. Political and social ideologies could spread rapidly, influencing public opinion and actions. Shaping modern communication practices. In modern times, paper continues to be integral to communication in the form of books, newspapers, and official documents. Although digital communication has increasingly taken over, the legacy of paper remains foundational to the way ideas, information, and culture are shared. The transition to digital media still relies on the infrastructure of written language developed on paper.